Hi guys, my name is Bianca and of course this is Cassie. Thank you so much again as always for stopping by, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, or welcome to our channel, Bianca Fuchko Fitness. We have just finished a de-stress Pilates class, so I'm feeling really de-stressed. Especially she reminds me to be really in the moment and just take things as they come. As always, I intend that these workouts make you feel really good. If you haven't already hit like and subscribe to our channel, then don't be a stranger, definitely do that. And don't be afraid as well to email me, send me a message if you want to join in any of those online classes that are happening as well every single day online. As I said, let's get straight into the workout. All you're going to need for this one is yourself, your mat, an open mind, a little bit of space, and let's get to it. See you. Perfect. So here we are on the mat. Welcome or welcome back. Cassie is on our side today, supporting us as always with her gorgeous energy. And what you're going to need for today's workout before we get started is your mat. So if you don't have it, just quickly run and get that, and then just come back and let's get started here in a nice cross-legged position. Really focusing today on really getting rid of any tension, any stresses that we don't need. Just starting with our first exercise, side to side, just dropping there, that ear towards that shoulder, moving from right to left here as you just allow that stretch to start to pull from the ear to the shoulder, just dropping down from one side to the other side. Because these exercises are also really simple and really chill, if I can say that, feel free at any moment to hold them a little bit longer if you feel inclined to, or maybe close your eyes if it feels really good. Let's move into our last two here. Moving over to our left side, coming back to the center slowly, and let's take our chin to our chest, moving into our first circle around to the left side. You want to take a nice inhale as you rotate around to the right, exhale and inhale over to the left, allowing those shoulders to move with you, a nice organic movement. Take this movement as big or small as you would like, just opening up there through the heart center as well, the front of the neck, the side and the back. One more circle to our right side. Inhale and exhale. Let's come back and lift up, starting now by moving through our thoracic and lower back. We're going to take our left arm to our right knee, twisting over that right shoulder, coming back with your inhale, and then moving off to your other side. So we're going to move here from one side to the other, left to right, and so on and so forth for a set of 8. You want to feel that stretch in the, if I can say, the obliques, maybe those lats. You want to press those shoulders again away from the ears, keeping that length through the spine. Just feeling or freeing any knots that may be there, any tightness around, around the waist, maybe between those ribs. Really focusing on opening up that breath as well. Let's do one more. And then slowly but surely come back to our center. Well done. Let's move on to our hands and our knees. So you want to come into a little bit of a wider 4-point kneeling. So you want to start in your 4-point kneeling and take your chest towards the earth. We're going to start by tucking our tailbone and move into a wave, almost like a cat-cow. You're going to ripple through your spine. You're going to inhale as you open up the chest again. And as you exhale, you're going to drop your pelvis back, drop your chest towards the earth, and then move that movement, that wave, that articulation up towards the sky, and then pull those sit bones back, that tailbone drops. Really articulating vertebra for vertebra through the entirety of the body, full body stretch. A little bit of mobility now happening in the spine. You're going to inhale, exhale to roll through all the way front. Feel that stretch in the front of the hips, open it up. Just enjoying this motion as well. Really tap into your body. Where does it feel good? Where does it feel bad? Where does it feel a little bit tighter, a little bit more relaxed? Try to allow your body to really soften out here as you hold it. Breathing for 3, 2, 1 in that child's pose. And then just slowly but surely, let's roll up, rippling through to come down to our belly. And let's just take our arms quickly from here behind us. So you want to come into your Superman or chest expansion, very slow and controlled today. We're going to exhale to come up, just drawing those shoulder blades down away from those ears again as you pull the shoulders away from the ears one more time. You want to start to slowly but surely also engage your sit bones as you come up. You're bringing that chest or lengthening through that chest to come up, drawing in those shoulders way back, no space between the shoulder blades, coming up, dropping back down. And our last one, we're gonna actually this time hold it up, and you want to bring the fingertips together and just find a little rock from side to side, a little twist here, just looking over one side to the opposite side, noticing if there is any tension in there, if there's any also tension in your thoughts. You just want to let them go and just really soften and relax. Inhaling, stretching out those shoulders, those pecs, and let's release and drop it down for a second. All right, it wouldn't be Pilates without a little bit of booty work. Our actually only, I would say most intense exercise for today's workout, our grasshopper. We're just gonna lift those knees slightly away from the earth as you press your heels together, engaging there slightly through the hamstrings and your butt, your booty. As you exhale, you just want to feel those muscles. Notice if they're able to switch on. It's also absolutely fine if you're finding it a little bit more difficult. No stress at all with this one. You'd want to be gentle with yourself today. So there's no rush with any of these exercises. Take the pace that you would like and that you need here. Yeah, we're exhaling to lift and we're inhaling to drop and release. Let's just do one more and then relax those feet, relax those legs. Take a nice inhale, and with our exhale, let's press back into a child's pose from there just to take a few breaths in this position, stretching out the spine one more time. And we're going to slowly roll up, vertebra for vertebra, to then turn around and move on to our sit bones. Today, a little bit of a gyrotonics inspired exercise. So your heels are going to come nice and tight together. Let's curl and curve our lower back from here. So we're squeezing those abs now a little tighter in. Let's pull that belly button in and then expand through the chest to open up the heart center one more time. So we're contracting the spine, elongating there through that thoracic, through that lumbar. And then you want to open up the chest. Again, pull those shoulder blades back and down and reach your chest long. So we're really articulating through today's class with that spinal movement, that range of movement in that articulation there as you move up and back. Almost like a camel ride here. If anybody's doing yoga, you want to tuck the tailbone and then tilt the tailbone forward and back. Let's do one more. And on your next curve, your balance curve here, balance curl, you're just going to hold it out, really squeeze those bellies in, and then just quickly moving forward into a butterfly stretch before we continue to come up now, moving into our side oblique twist from here. So you want to reach the arms forward. As you exhale, take that right elbow back, scoop the belly in to reach back up. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to move to the left side. So we're moving here, as you can see, in a nice hinge. So moving from those hips, you're going to exhale, you're going to contract slowly but surely through those ribs or through those oblique muscles to twist from one side to the other side. Inhale to come up and exhale. Keep that movement, keep that flow happening here. You don't want to stop and be jagged in any motion here. You want to keep this quite relaxed, but still working, if that makes sense. Let's do one more to our left side. So 8 in total. You're going to exhale, inhale to reach it up, and then you're just going to give yourself a well-deserved hamstring stretch. Just take a little break. And then when you feel ready, let's roll up and slowly come onto our upper back and lower back now, just hugging our knees into our chest and just starting by rotating our knees from in to out here with a nice circle. You're moving in one direction with those knees, and feel free to change the direction at any given time. Let's do 2 more circles. All right, and let's reach those legs to the ceiling, taking a nice wide circle now. Take your arms to your T position. You're going to drop your toes down, engaging your lower abs a little bit, and just circle those legs to meet the center line here. So focusing again on that control from your lower abs, you're going to circle the legs around. Inhale to drop down, and exhale. You want to feel those hips. How do they feel today? Are they tight? Are they soft? You know, we're working on mobility here, but we're also working on the pelvic floor at the same time, strengthening that pelvic floor in all of these exercises, even though we are de-stressing. Let's do one more circle and moving into a nice straddle stretch from here. If you want to take your legs wide, as I'm showing here, with those legs nice and straight, feel free to do so if your body allows this. Or if your body would prefer something a little less strenuous, feel free to bend those knees into almost like a happy baby stretch where you allow your knees to bend from the knee, obviously, and then allow your knees to rock from side to side. Whatever feels good for you right now before we move into our hip twist. Again, focusing primarily on our obliques. We're going to take our knees to the left side of our mat now. As we exhale, we want to work still on those obliques by bringing that weight back from the hips, through the waist, through the ribs, coming back through the oblique muscles to lengthen and reach up back to the mat. So you want to move from one side to the other side. As I'm also showing here, take your eye line with you. So you want to move in an opposite direction with where those knees are moving to where you're looking. Again, this should be nice and gentle on that lower back. Do not push yourself if this does not feel good. You're still gonna need to, of course, engage in any of your Pilates classes here, that pelvic floor and that powerhouse in any class, whether it's a relaxed class, an advanced class, yoga flow, bar, whatever. Hug your knees into your chest, give your lower back a little relaxation, and let's move into a nice pelvic bridge where your feet, knees, and hips are now going to be aligned. We're going to tuck our tailbone. And again, this beautiful articulation of the spine as you lengthen up and elongate on the way down. You want to inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone, reach your sit bones together, lift the hands above head, find that beautiful stretch through the entirety of the body, and then you're going to slowly but surely roll back down, take your hands with you. So feel this beautiful stretch from the knees to the shoulders as you roll and articulate up, almost like, I wouldn't say honey, but agave syrup, something like waterfall, something soft, something gentle that is rolling up. You know, I used to say like a caterpillar, so like a string of pearls. Each pearl is your vertebra. We're going to lift the heels from there and just slowly but surely just walk through those heels. Just taking a little paddle here, a little walk out. Again, relaxed, but still toning up those muscles, all those small muscles in the body. Let's take a well-deserved good morning stretch here. Just stretch out those legs nice and long. Just take those arms nice and long as well, pulling yourself in two directions. Let's take a nice inhale. Let's take our left knee into our chest and slowly but surely roll up through the spine. Good job. Let's turn onto our left side to begin our first little set of single leg extensions or single leg kick. You're going to extend that top leg towards me. You're going to exhale as you bring that heel towards the front of the room or the front of the camera here, and then draw that toe back nice and long there through those hips. Just starting to now engage those internal rotators. They're kind of where the panty line meets the skin, if I could say that. The bikini line meets the skin. That's the area that we're focusing on here. You're taking that heel nice and long forward to a maximum of 90 degrees. And then, of course, going back is going to be a little bit harder. You're going to feel that in the lower back a little bit as well, but try to keep it nice and soft. From there, let's take one more set. Forward and back. Good. And front and back. We're doing 8 in total and little pulses here to finish off the sequence. Just 10. Good. And then relax. You're going to bring your knee in towards the top knee in towards the lower knee and just bend that top knee into a nice quadricep stretch. You want to either, bend the bottom leg or keep the bottom leg straightened. Up to you how you're feeling in this position. And just relax. Feel good. That's it for that side today. Let's move now onto our right side. So lying down on your right side, you want to now extend that left leg, that top leg nice and long. We're going to start by drawing that heel towards me. You're going to exhale. And as you draw that toe back, you're going to really squeeze those glutes again. Again, I've repeated myself a few times now, but keep this work still focused. You're focusing on the muscles that are playing at hand here, that are working. But you're also trying to find this flow state through the entirety of the workout. So there's no right or wrong, whatever feels good to you right now in any of these exercises. So long as it doesn't feel like it's going your lower back, for example, next exercise, then feel free to take it as big or small as you want. And before we forget, we have a little pulse. It's just 10. Just taking your own time. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's take our quadricep stretch from here. Extending that bottom leg or perhaps bending that bottom leg, whatever feels good for you in this moment. Well done. Let's come up and find ourselves again in a nice relaxed position before we move into our single leg straddle stretch, taking our left leg to the side, reaching our right arm up and over. We're going to do a set here of 3 side straddle stretches. Again, just moving into our side waist muscles here, our obliques, our intercostals, moving up and away from that hip towards that fingertip, moving up and over and taking a final stretch where you're going to hold it out for approximately 20 seconds here, moving as far down as you are able to without dropping that right shoulder. Challenge here is not to look down, to keep that focus front as you continue to breathe and feel that stretch. And of course, we have our second side. Let's take our right leg out. Left leg is in front. We're reaching that left arm up and over. You're going to take a nice deep exhale to move over. Inhale to reach up, collect that energy. Exhale to move up and over. Breathe, 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 breathe. Inhale, coming back. Let's do one more to finish off and hold it there, holding onto those tippy toes, maybe that heel. You're going to get that side bend stretch one more time. Well done. And then slowly release, relax, and let's come up together. Just bringing your feet back towards one another, finding a little stretch before we move into our cross-legged position. And just take your hands slowly towards your knees. You just want to release again one more time. And just from there, close your eyes. And just noticing in this moment, how do you feel? What is going on in your mind? What is going on in your body? Do you feel good? Do you feel happy? Do you feel light? Do you feel stressed? I really hope not. Notice what your breath is doing. You can take a few deep breaths here as well. Feel free to breathe deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Or maybe you would like to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose, depending on what makes you feel good or what your technique is. Just a few more breaths before we finish up for today's session. And before I say thank you, as always, for joining me here on the mat, let's open our eyes and take our hands to our right side and left side. Inhale, taking in that beautiful prana, and exhale, pushing out anything that you don't need anymore. You're going to inhale to collect that universal life force pranayama, and drop and release anything you don't need. One more time with full force, with full passion, with full power. Inhale and exhale, let it go, release. And thank you so much for joining me from the mat today. Of course, as always, if you did like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We would really love that. And of course, we would love to see you in our online classes. My website is just coming up above, so make sure to email me there if you do want to join in those classes. And we'll see us, of course, in the next workout. Bye for now.